and basics to cover all of the aspects of Smash for beginners to intermediates to experts. It's going to be amazing, so I'm glad that each and every one of you guys has come out to the panel and you guys are enjoying your PAX East 2015. Thank you so much. We're going to be teaching you guys about advanced techniques for the first half of the panel. It's going to be awesome. The second half of the panel, we are going to be having selected seats, or people inside our stands right now, to come up here and battle us on stage. Yes, it's going to be amazing. So, in case you guys haven't already, do me a favor and go to your Twitter feed. Go to @official_PAX and @Abdallah Nation and use our hashtag SmashEast15. That would really help out, just to show that you guys are excited for it. So without further ado, let's jump into it. My name is Abdallah from the YouTube channel Abdallah Smash 026. Nice to meet each and every one of you guys. We're going to introduce ourselves starting right over this way.
Hello everyone, I'm Nick of StreetPass Princeton here.
Hello, I'm Buzz. I'm a professional Smash player.
Hey, how's it going everybody? My name is D1, commentator. Twitch, part of the Smash Partnerships division.
What's up everybody, I'm Max Ketchum from Juice Gaming. I'm a commentator, tournament organizer, and a competitor.
Okay guys, so to start off, we're going to cover the bases for those of you guys who are not too familiar with Smash Bros, or if this is your first time getting into the series. It's a wonderful game, so thank you guys for playing it. I'm going to allow Nick to start off with a little bit about the basics, while I've got Max and D1 right over here showing you guys all of the moves. See what I did there? Show me your moves! Anyway, showing you all the moves in training mode, just so we got a little visual as well. So you guys ready? Let's do it.
So hello everyone, Nick of StreetPass Princeton here. So the thing that you have to remember about anything that you do in life is that the basics are the lifeblood about how you play anything. And if you watch the how to play tutorial, you'll know that the basics should show you. So basically your objective is to knock your opponent off the stage, like a sumo wrestling match. Both opponents have a damage meter, as you can see. So, we got Mario versus Diddy Kong here. So Mario's gonna do like a light jab to Diddy Kong. That'll do like a small amount of damage. It's a very quick way to get like little bits of damage at a time. And it's not the greatest way, but if you need to get like little bits at a time, it's okay. Then you can move on to like tilt attacks, which you can be performed by holding the analog sticks slightly over with and then hit the A button. You can do directionally, up, down, left, or right. And then you can also do smash attacks, which are stronger. As you can see, smash attacks are much stronger. Yes. Smash attacks are much stronger. Yes. So anyway, getting back to the basics. So we also have aerials. So aerials, we have the neutral air, performed in the air with A. You also have the up air, U air, down air, which is performed down in A, left air, which is the side air, and then back air. So you got your bear, dare, up air, and down air, and your neutral air. So, all right, and then we also have, other than aerials, you can also perform B moves, which are the special moves. Now Mario's got his fireball here. He also can do his cape if he uses his forward B. He can also do his up B for his uppercut. And he can also do his down B, which is using his flood machine. Yes. So useful, that's right. That's useful for spacing and movement.
Okay, so you also want to take care of knowing each of your characters. This is just an example of Mario versus Diddy, but whatever character you personally like, make sure that you guys get a lot of practice with knowing what moves come out, how fast they come out, and what kind of knockback each one of them do. You know, for example, that Mario's cape turns around your opponent, so it's an awesome option when people are coming off the edge in order to gimp them off.
Yes. So, from from there, you can also recover. So when you get off the stage, so if someone knocks you off the stage, you can always recover. You can use a double jump, and then you can use your up B to get back on the stage. As you can see, the double jump helps you only so much until you can't get back. So just make sure that you recover, because you're not down until you're out. So just make sure that you can get back on stage as fast as possible.
All right. Okay, one of the other basic techniques that you also have is catching items. As you guys can see right over here, Diddy Kong has the ability to spawn a banana. Peach has the ability to spawn turnips. So with this, what you can do is you can catch them by pressing the A button or even using the air dodge in order to do so. Although tournament play does not involve items, it is very useful to learn how to master catching them so that you can flip the tides on your opponent just by doing so. This is a prime example of it.
Yes. But you do have to make sure that it is a split-second reaction, so you have to be ready to take on your opponent.
So you can simply do it, again, just by using any attack or pressing the R button in mid-air, you'll be able to do so. So that's very good. All right, so moving on to another segment of Smash Bros. Competitive play is movement and spacing. It is all about spacing. I'm telling you guys, if you want to be good at Smash Bros, you gotta know how far Mario's legs go, or how far you need to charge up Diddy Kong's pop gun in order to launch it all the way across the stage. So each character has their own way of spacing. A prime example of that is Marth, for example. If you guys are good at spacing with Marth, you'll be able to capitalize on your opponent by hitting him with the tip of your attacks. So keep that in mind. So if you notice that Mario's smash attack, if you look at his forward smash, you'll be able to find out that little burst of fire, how far away that is. If you are like a very small centimeter away, you're going to whiff the move and set yourself up for punishment, exactly like that. So same thing with Diddy Kong. And you know, if you don't know how far his legs move in his down smash, you're going to have a hard time. So that is very key to that. Also, with movement, a lot of you guys are familiar with the concept of rolling, holding the shield button and moving left and right. Now, rolling has its place in Smash Bros. You don't always want to use it, simply because it is very predictable and you can get punished out of it. So if you start rolling all the way around, your opponent is going to catch on to that and eventually punish you for it. So rolling has its time and place, so make sure that you use it sparingly. One of the other key opponents to maintaining spacing and movement is knowing exactly what you can and cannot do with your opponents outside of the level. For example, Mario is going to jump off stage and he's going to, do an attack. And you have to know how much space you have in order to come back. Because you don't want to be predictable. And if your opponent is actually on his way back from a recovery, you want to not just stand around and let him grab the ledge, because that is not worth it. And as you can see over here, there's a lot of ledge games that you can play, but I mean, Max is doing a great job of showing you all the things you can do outside of the level. That's the main thing. Your opponent, just toss them backwards, and you have to find a way of jumping out there and intimidating them into not coming back. So there we go. As you can see, Mario can do that. And Mario's got an awesome move. It's a meteor smash or a spike in this game, which is very awesome. A lot of the characters do have those. And if you can predict a double jump off of your opponent, and you can be able to smash them down just like that. That was good. Good job. Okay, so another thing, as Nick talked about, it's all about recovery, too. So if you get launched out, each character has their own specific way of recovering. Typically, up B is the way to do it. Sometimes you can use a side B, such as Fox or Falco, or even Ike.
Or even Little Mac.
Yeah, or even Little Mac. He's very good with that. But anyway, yeah, Little Mac's recovery is very bad, and he's very givable.
Yeah, he's a solid bopper.
But anyway, with recovery, when you get hit out, you cannot be predictable with your recovery. As you know, we know that Mario is going to do his double jump in midair. We know he's going to ledge snap and grab that ledge with his jump punch. But when you get hit out, you need to break out of the habit of using your jump right off the bat. All right, another thing that you were kind of showing off right over there was sweet spotting. In case you guys don't know what sweet spotting is, it's making sure that your character, upon coming back, grabs the edge right off without poking his head above the level. You'll see Diddy Kong right over here trying to do some down smashes in order to catch Mario from doing a poor sweet spot. So Mario's going to jump off the ledge right now. Diddy Kong is going to try to hit him with a down smash. as best as you can. So you got to make sure that you grab that ledge perfectly. Don't leave your head above and visible for that.
So here's a sweet spot enough. You'll see him snap on the edge and knock him above, and here's a missed sweet spot. He'll go all the way past it, and that can be punished a lot easier.
Exactly, so you don't want to leave yourself up for that. All right, one of the most advanced concepts that has been around since the very dawn of Smash Bros. Is DI. Now, DI is called directional influence. Now, in case you're at a very high percent, what you can do is you can tilt the control stick in any direction you want in order to slowly influence the direction of what your character is going to fly. So, for example, we're going to put Mario right over here at what, 80, 85, 90? Okay, let's go 90. Diddy Kong will just do a forward tilt, and ultimately the best way of showing off the DI is crouch cancel. So as you can see how far Mario goes with that. If you crouch cancel, it's not as much. So if you want to reset the percentage really quick, can we do that with that? There we go. So reset the percentage, do a crouch cancel, and then he doesn't go as far. It's very important to master that. Also, one of the things that you want to look out for is the directional influence when you're getting grabbed. So if Diddy Kong is about to throw Mario off the ledge, Mario is going to DI towards the stage so he doesn't go as far and he's able to recover. So mastering DI is very important. One of the other less known strategies is utilizing wall jumps. As you can see, both characters will start wall jumping off the side of the level in order to pretty much mix up their games. There we go, as you can see. So Mario can wall jump simply by inputting the opposite direction when you're touching a wall. You can wall jump. On plenty of stages where there's a full-on wall, such as Woolly World, it's a great way of mixing up your recovery. So use that. All right, one of the other things that we're going to talk about is dash dancing, and talk about dash dancing. I'll let you talk about that next.
All right, so dash dancing is a way to kind of fake out an approach or a retreat with your opponent. So in Melee, you have a very, very wide radius at which you can dash dance, but in Brawl and Smash 4, it's a little bit tighter. You can dash dance like this, right? But there's also a different form of dash dancing using your full initial dash, which we call a foxtrot. If you just tap the stick left or right, you'll do this little dash, right? And the only action you can take out of it is to jump, or at the end of it, you can do anything. You can block, do a dash attack, whatever you want. Actually, in the initial dash, you can dash attack as well. So what you can do is foxtrot one way and then input that same direction and then the opposite direction, and you'll go back and forth with foxtrot. So,
all right. Do you want to touch base on perfect pivoting?
Oh yeah, perfect pivoting is another one of these fake out movement kind of techniques where you input the dash one way and then turn around the other. It's kind of hard to do, but it's definitely doable. You can do any action out of a perfect pivot, which allows you, kind of like a backdash in Street Fighter, you can make some space for yourself and then do any attack. And normally you can't do something like a dash or a down smash, a jab or down smash straight out of your run. So perfect pivoting is a really convenient way to both move and do any action that you want.
Absolutely, absolutely. One of my very favorite advanced techniques is called reverse aerials. What a reverse aerial is, it's running at an opponent and quickly turning around and doing a back air at them. Now, a lot of characters have very powerful back airs, so mastering the reverse aerial is very key to victory, especially with a character like Mario, where his back aerial is very strong and it can kill at relatively low percents. So doing back aerials, and along with that, you can also do B reversals as well. So if you're facing one way, you can reverse a fireball, or you can reverse a pop gun. So that's just more along the lines of spacing, simply by inputting a different direction and changing up the momentum of your character. So having all these tools at your disposal will definitely help you out. All right, so moving on, we're gonna have Sam. Sam, right over here. Yes, let's do that. What are you talking about today?
So we're going to talk about mix-ups. And mix-ups are pretty much what we make the core of fighting games and Smash Brothers. And mix-ups are where in a similar situations you use different options. So use rock paper scissors, for example. If you're playing rock paper scissors, using all different objects where you mix up because you're using a different object each time. And so the reason this is important is because it makes it unpredictable. And in a game like Smash or any fighting game where every option can be countered, you need to be unpredictable, you need to be uncounterable. And so I'm going to talk about a little bit like the basics of mix-ups and what you have generally available. So on the ground, the basic triangle is attacks, beat someone trying to run and grab at you. So if they come try to grab you, whereas you have to beat that. And then shielding beats attacks, so if they come around and shoot at Mario, see it block the attack. And then grab and beats shield. So if you grab that shield, you punch. And that's pretty much the core principle of mix-ups and fighting games. There's more things like this rolling around and all this stuff. But the idea is by knowing your different options or knowing your different mix-ups, you can confuse your opponent, get in their head, and win the matches. And so, on the ground, there's these basic mix-ups. And then in the air, when you're trying to land, when you're being juggled, there are other mix-ups. And movement itself is a mix-up. If you follow your fastball, it's hard to punish when you're mixing it up. So if Mario were just falling regularly, Diddy Kong have to time it up and punish it. However, if Mario fastball, it'd be harder to punish him or a different time to punish him. And then you apply air dodging, so if Mario were to air dodge, he could avoid Diddy Kong's aerials. However, Diddy Kong could wait for that if he does multiple times, up air after the air dodge, or grab after the air dodge. And so, along with that, then is attacks. So if someone thinks you're going to air dodge, you can throw out an attack while you're landing. So if Mario were to down air as he's falling, and Diddy Kong tried waiting for an air dodge, he would get punished. However, if Mario got predictable and kept down airing as he landed, Diddy Kong could shield that and punish that. And so that's in the air. And then on the edge is an entirely new set of mix-ups. And so with Mario on the ledge, for example, and Mario tries get up attack, Diddy Kong can shield it if he reads it. But he doesn't have to just do that. He can get up and shield himself. And he can also get up and wall behind Diddy Kong and punish Diddy Kong for waiting for him. You can also get up and jump off the ledge, do an attack like that. He can even just fall below the ledge and recover again. However, if he does that, he can be punished if someone hits the ledge when he has no visibility re-grab it. And so, that's the core principle of mix-ups. It is just avoiding the unpredictable, making your opponent guess what you're going to do. But if it was that easy, if it were just like rock, paper, scissors, then everyone would be great at Smash Brothers. So why is Smash Brothers such a complicated game? Why are fighting games so hard to get good at? And that's because each mix-up has different values. So we took the game of rock, paper, scissors, and we applied points to it. You needed 9 points to win, rock was 3 points, scissors was 2, and paper was 1. And generally speaking, you want to play rock most because it gives you 3 points for winning, and you want to play paper most because it gives you 1 point for winning. And so as a result though, rock would be the most predictable play, and paper would be the least predictable, least one to use. And so the idea is with mix-ups, finding your character's most optimal choices, finding your character's rock, and using it as much as possible while not getting caught by your opponent's paper. And in summary, that is what mix-ups are, and that is how you play Smash Bros., how you play fighting games, and what you really want to master and know about your character. Because the more options you have, the better off you are. And speaking of options and mix-ups, you can also play mix-ups very defensively.
Alright, now Max, it's up for you.
Okay, so I'm going to be going into combos.
Yeah.
Yes, the wombo combo. We'll talk about that for a quick second. But to start off with some of the basics, your characters have some built-in combos, like their jab combo. Just pressing A 3 times or 2 times for a lot of characters, it auto-completes itself. And you can do things out of your jabs by either doing a jab cancel, which you input a crouch in between jabs, and then it'll reset the jab chain to jab 1, like you can see Mario doing right now. And by canceling your jab, you're able to act very quickly out of it. And that allows you to go into jab to grab, jab to maybe some tilts or smash attacks. And there's a lot of combo potential out of jabs because they have such low startup time. It's really easy to just find time for a jab and turn it into something a lot more rewarding. You can also combo in the air, of course. So, say Mario throws Diddy Kong up in the air, right? And it goes back to that sort of rock, paper, scissors-esque game where Diddy Kong is either going to try to swing an attack of his own, air dodge to escape, or jump away. And there are a couple other options mixed in there, like you can just do nothing and fake your opponent out, drift to the side. You can even start getting really creative and using like your up B at a very unconventional time to escape combos, but that's some of the more advanced stuff that really is situational, and you'll only see that at the highest levels of play, people busting out some of the weirdest options you never expect a good player to use, but it's to escape combos or combo setups. Now in a game like Smash 4, or any game actually, when you get hit, your character enters a state called hit stun, and that's a state in which they can't do anything, except if they collide with a surface like the ground or the wall, you can tech by pressing L or R. But for the most part, you can't do anything at a hit stun. Now, some combos are guaranteed, like Mario's down throw into up tilt. There's way too much hit stun for a character to get out of that, at the start especially. And as you start to get higher in the percents, your opponents get knocked further away by each attack. And that makes it a little bit harder to combo them. And sometimes they'll exit hit stun by the time you're able to reach them with an attack. So to compensate for that, that's when it goes into the really deep rock, paper, scissors-esque. Are they going to air dodge? Am I going to wait for the air dodge? Are they going to jump away? Should I go a little bit further to account for their jump and chase them deeper? And you can also chase the movement left to right, depending on where you think they're going to go. Now, combos out of throws in Smash 4 especially, super prevalent, as I'm sure some of you guys have seen. The classic hoo-ha from Diddy Kong is down throw into up air. It's almost guaranteed, but there are some ways you can influence your trajectory, aka DI, directional influence, to escape combos or make it a little bit harder for your opponent to combo. Now, when Diddy Kong throws you down, you want to hold behind him and aid the direction of the trajectory. You want to go where he's throwing you, because then you'll go a little bit further and he has to reach that much further just to chase you and get a successful hit. So you can mix up your DI by doing what is the textbook proper DI for this one, Diddy Kong's down throw. It's behind him, and that makes you go further. But you can also throw your opponent off by going in, and if they think, oh, I know that he knows the right option is to go out, then that DI in can throw them off, and you'll actually escape combos that way. It's not completely reliable, because of course your opponent can just react, but it's just one of those subtle things that at high levels of play, sometimes your opponent is expecting one thing to happen, and you can completely throw them off. It's like the combo game is almost a conversation in Smash, whereas in Street Fighter or Marvel vs. Capcom, you know that certain things are guaranteed. And when a combo is X amount of scale in those games, you know, so-and-so will work and something won't. But in Smash, aside from the guaranteed combos, there are a lot of ways to throw off your opponent's combo timing and spacing, and also to supplement your own and go for harder punishes over the guaranteed stuff, because you know your opponent's going to be next.
All right. So D1's going to talk about defensive options right now and shielding.
Alrighty. Block stun is a vague concept in Smash 4 because of how the shield works. Even though attacks on shield will make the shielder have to wait a bit before being able to do an action, there's very little shield stun, and even less shield stun if you perfect shield, which is basically like a just defend, which allows you to act a bit quicker after performing a perfect shield, as displayed by the players here. As displayed by the players. Anyway.
And you can notice that sound. That sound when you get that perfect shield, you'll notice it.
There it is, right there. It's really distinct. An additional factor to shielding is also pushback. Certain moves will have a lot of pushback on a shielding opponent, like a forward smash from either of these characters. Behold. Now, a major part of Smash 4 is also going to involve how to defend against opponents' attacks, and what you do after defending. It is very character and spacing specific when it comes to which moves are necessarily safe on shield. Generally, you're going to have to account for all of your own out-of-shield options and defense, and your own opponent's out-of-shield options and defense as well. Finally, while you're in shield, there's always the threat of the shield getting smaller. When the shield does not cover your entire character model, you can actually be shield poked or shield stabbed, as most of the community members like to say. And yeah, so let's see what this show like. Well, I didn't get to touch on that yet, but yeah, so you can be hit while holding your shield, and Yoshi's the only character in the game who cannot be shield stabbed. That egg covers his like entire body. So you can shield shift it, which you can see by the players here, they move their shield around. And of course, if you shield for far too long, your shield can get broken, which can leave you vulnerable for quite some time, allowing players to be able to like charge up a smash attack to end you, especially if you're at hypersense. Also, another thing to know, Jigglypuff, if Jigglypuff breaks, her shield is broken, she loses a stock automatically. Doesn't matter what percentage she's at, flies straight off the top, start KO, she's done. But yeah, another thing too, Rosalina's Luma can attack you when your shield is broken as well. And although certain characters have moves that do shield damage, such as Marth's Shield Breaker and also Lucina's. Yoshi's down B, Bowser's down B, Ganondorf's up tilt, and of course even Little Mac has a version of his forward smash. I believe it's angle down. Yeah, and it does a lot of shield damage as well. So even though shielding is a really strong option in Smash 4, there are things that can beat it, which you heard Sam touch on before, like grabs, and also moves that do tons of shield damage. Now, there are a lot of options that you have out of shield. You can roll left or right. You can also spot dodge by pressing downwards while holding shield. You can grab, and also shield release, which allows you to do any action after releasing the shield. So these are all useful, but can be punished if baited. So please learn how to use all of them appropriately. But the most important one to really get used to in Smash 4, of course, is the shield release. Shield releasing in Smash 4 is way faster than it was in 64 and Melee. By the way, rolls and spot dodges aren't invincible as well on startup. Multi-hit attacks can hit you when you're trying to roll or spot dodge during them. So touching back on shield releasing and jump are the ones that you're probably going to be using a lot of neutral because they take the least amount of time and are pretty hard to react to and punish. When pressured, they're a bit riskier if your opponent hasn't committed to anything. So also note, since jumping is an out of shield option, and the beginning frames of the jump can be cancelled into either an up smash or also an up B. So you can see characters like Mario can up B out of shield, or if you jump behind him to take away the shield grab option, he can up smash if you land behind him.
Or reverse up B.
Or also, yeah, a reverse up B out of shield too. Ooh. And right there. So also guys, similarly, you would want to, sorry. So since you can shield in the later part of your dash, this means in the initial dash, like during the beginning of it, which Max also touched on, you can't shield immediately during your initial dash animation. Usually near the end, you're able to shield, which is one of the fastest ways to approach an opponent in this game. You run up to them and you basically block. So if they try to toss out anything as you're trying to apply pressure by just running up towards them, you can block, and whatever they throw out, you can punish with a shield grab, or even a quick attack out of shield, either by shield releasing, or maybe doing an up B or an up smash out of shield. Or you can also do aerials immediately too, depending on how low you can perform your aerials to the ground. So another thing to touch on also is shield grabbing. One of the primary ways to deal with jump-ins. Usually a lot of jump-ins do have enough landing lag to allow you to get a clean punish with a shield grab, allowing you to combo afterwards. So, yeah, that's one of the best ways to deal with pressure. Another concept in this game also to touch on is cross-ups. You don't necessarily block in a relative direction, but an opponent attacking behind you while you're in your shield will not get shield grab. So you'll have to also shield drop, or shield release rather. Shield release, and then turn around to punish, other than just using the up smash or the up B. But yeah, some of these moves will make the opponent end up above you too after you shield them, which is when you'll have to jump up out of shield to attack them with a fast enough aerial attack. And if you don't actually shield an attack, shield releasing can be pretty fast and to be used to change directions when you're on the ground during a dash as well. So try to make sure to use all of these options when you're on the battlefield. Shield releasing, spot dodging, rolling, jumping out of shield, and I believe that's it.
And one of the things that we did touch base on is if you do get caught by a grab, if you wiggle the control stick in a circle, you'll be able to escape out of it at low percentages. So make sure you take advantage of that. Because there are times and people that I've played that don't do that. They allow me to continuously headbutt them for damage because they think they can't escape it. So make sure that at low percentage, if you wiggle the control stick around, you'll be able to get out of there really quick. All right, so now it's the point of the panel where we're going to do a little bit of fun stuff. So if you guys are excited, we are going to have some of you guys come up here and battle us on stage. It's going to be exciting. So here we go. What you need to do is stand up and look underneath your seat.
They're tucked into this.
Okay, so here we go. Underneath your seat will be one of two things if you're a lucky one. There will be a fight card, or there will be a prize card. So if you have a card that has fight, do me a favor and line up right over here for us so that we can get you guys on stage and play the panelists. All right, and also, heads up, if you guys have prize cards, hold on to them to the very end of the panel, and you guys will have an option of choosing one of these amiibos for an appreciation for you guys coming out to the panel. All right, do it. This is going to be exciting. So here we go. We got a lot of fight cards, and you guys all look underneath your seats because that's not as many fight cards as we have. Look underneath your seats, guys. Okay, so limit, and we're gonna do this. All right? No camping and stalling out time. Hey, do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Akil from Baltimore.
All right. Alright, we're gonna settle in Smash. Panelists versus you guys. This is gonna be great. So it's gonna be a one-stop match. Of course, our panelists are going to chime in and talk about the different options and things that our panelists are doing.
Also, guys, thanks once again for coming out. I did not expect this theater to fill up, and it is packed in here, so give it up for you guys.
Alright, let's do this. Choose your level. Let's do this really quick. One left.
Smashville, same stage.
Settle it in Smash.
Alright, we actually have a familiar face up here. This is my man Jay Ruggs from Maryland and Virginia. I'm not sure which one. Alright, MD. We're going Sonic versus Rosalina. Speed versus defense. That immediate depth of movement, and that's going to prevent Rosalina from being offense and defense. Sonic getting in there.
Heading to 2015, the Buzz did get second place. So I'm not expecting this to be free.
Yeah, he's also the Nintendo National Champion. So he's gonna have that's what it takes to win this match. And J-Rock Sonic looking pretty solid. I like how he's using the up B to escape jump traps there.
Yeah, we also can see him trying to use the air dodges to avoid the up air juggles by the Buzz as well.
Blowing Luma, oh nice. Attacking on Luma using Luma like a turret. That's what Rosalina's claims to fame.
And you can see a lot of these players are just trying to space each other out with their hitboxes, not trying to come in.
That was pretty awesome. So you guys noticed that Sonic was way too quick, but not quick enough. He was too slow. All right, so who do we have here? What's your name?
Hi, my name's Jason. I'm from Boston.
Hey, Jason. Okay, who are we going to challenge today, Jason?
This man right here.
All right, D1. Good. All right, let's get this going.
Most of you guys know D1 from on the mic, but behind the sticks, he's actually pretty good, man. Let's see what he's got. Yo, self-commentate your match. Hey, let's go. All right, D1, are you going to be using your lady commentator?
Let me see.
Is this man a character loyalist?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, six. Let's see. Might just. I'm not sure if the people are in the
All right, do it.
Press 1 for Palatino.
Palatino? Alright, I know that. Alright, I'm doing it for the people.
Alright, let's go. Let's get into the comments.
Valentina versus Shulk. Now with Shulk, you've got to make sure that you are a master of the Monado arts. And Jason, are you a master of the Monado arts? He's really feeling it, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so we're gonna do it on the stage. Actually, I really like this music, so I know you guys are probably gonna be upset. Oh wait, there it is. We have time. Yeah. I'm a sub giver. Let me keep this on.
Okay, we're going to Mario Galaxy Omega version. The walls on the stage don't actually function as walls. They have walls for whatever reason, but okay, he's starting off in speed mode. Gonna give him a lot more ability to open up Palatine in the neutral. Just giving him a lot more rotation options. We got combos. Okay. D1 on the edge. Oh, scoops. D1 He's in jump mode, which means he can just fly over any sort of projectiles that Palutena tries to put up. She also likes to use these horizontal walls with her forward air. We got Toad. I see Dylan out here trying to get this spike.
Almost got punished there.
And he's trying to hold down the center. D1 playing a very control-based game right now. Whereas Jason's is trying to get from the corner to the center. Of course, the objective is smash to knock your opponent out of the boundary, so whoever's in the middle of the stage has the most positional advantage of all time. Okay, box. Wow, this Shulk is hungry, man. He wants these up smashes. Going back into jump mode. Maybe the vertical approach is what he wants to go for here. Oh, whips another up smash. D1 not ready for the punish, but still picking something up anyway. Goes back to speed mode, okay. Still only 59% on his Palutena, not so close to that. But Shulk in smash mode is really powerful, so you never know. This still could go either way.
One smash move ended the match.
He's gonna shake it. Looking like good hand. Hitbox is on for down smash and forward smash. Even if you miss, you can still push people away. Minute 14 on the clock. It's getting close. Still on the prowl. He's got the center of the stage and he's good things for him. Nice and pretty. Go back to smash mode.
Alright.
He can totally end this match. It also makes him very vulnerable to getting KO'd.
That was amazing. Okay, our next challenger approaching. What's your name? Jeff from Rochester. Who do you challenge? It's got to be D1. He's got a second challenger. Let's see if he's going to go 2-0, baby.
Everyone trying to make this man look like he's just a commentator. But I don't know, he's 4-0 right now. Let's see.
It's going to be
He's
good.
gonna warm it up. We're gonna see some stuff commentator.
These guys are like this, man. I don't know. I need to focus. I'll see. Quite possible. There we go. Okay, Greninja this time. We got some Palutena, or I can go Greninja.
Go for it. Alright. Okay, so we've got Larry.
Alright, we got some platforms. Battlefield. Gonna make this a lot more of an aerial-based fight, and also you're gonna see some stuff from underneath the platforms. Characters have a really easy time perimetering each other from underneath. You don't want to be able to hear your opponent smash. Great start from Larry so far, though. Oh, spin it out. He's learned how to drive. He's probably too young. Okay. Nice step forward. Still a tag from Buzby there from Japan. I see. Top place in Greninja and Apex.
Not letting him land in time. There we go.
Nice neutral air up smash. Oh, keeping it going. That shadow sneak.
Larry, you gotta start throwing some projectiles, man. There we go. Always having that on the field as Larry definitely helps out. You can easily grab it as Larry, or if your opponent can grab it too. Watch out.
Smart on this one, knowing that dash.
That's excellent. Okay, next challenger approaching. Come on up.
Good games.
Okay, what's your name? Come on over.
I'm Alex from Boston.
Alex from Boston. All right, who are you challenging today? D1. Everyone's won a shot at D1.
Let's see what D1's got.
What do you mean, dude? I like to change music.
Alright, champion now. I'm really Falcon, sorry, D1. You gotta stick with my man. Oh, cross up jabs. Oh, she finally can jump out of shit now. It's about time. Come on, Falcon. These guys are throwing the hands, throwing the feet. Simple boxing stuff to kick it off when they're low percents before any air chases start happening. Okay? Yeah, that gentleman, he's real like this. Oh, no! D1 tripping in most disrespect. And Falcon can't back down to the ground. It's a good option for Captain Falcon to throw off his opponents when they're juggling him. D1 trying to keep these pressure strings going, though. A lot of jab and neutral air. Just giving him the boots, the Tims. Oh. Okay. This pretty clean hit he's looking for.
All right, here we go. One more hit could do it in for Captain Falcon.
This is one stock, this is 2 or die right now. D1 sitting pretty, only 23%. Oh, he's made it in and out. This man got the juice.
Oh, good DI on Captain Falcon. Good DI, making that last snap.
Okay, Falcon's struggling to maintain the stage presence here.
Oh! All right.
Max likes to play too, guys.
There we go. Next challenger approaching. What's your name, my man?
I'm Jimmy from Connecticut.
Hey, Jimmy! All right, so who are you going to challenge? Everyone's taking D1 everything. Ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, guys.
No,
They want to beat you. They want to beat you. You've got to have skill with the platforms if you're going to be playing on Battlefield.
I feel like a lot of people are still getting used to this game. Matchup like Blake, though, it seems pretty difficult. He's got a lot of range, a lot of projectiles. Getting in, but let's go, D. We have got to be unbiased, unbiased. All right, D will pop around on the platform. Let's try to make a calculated approach here. Getting shot out the skies, though. That side B into jab, that's a pretty reliable combo if your opponent doesn't tech it, but once they've been choked, they can actually press L or R upon hitting the ground, and it's a lot harder for Ganondorf to follow up after that. Ooh, the Wizard's foot. And D1 just doing so well holding the center of the stage throughout all of these matches. Seems to be his MO. Doesn't really want to take too many unnecessary risks. Like floating around trying to get back down to the ground safely. Oh, damn! Let him free! Let him free!
So you guys can take a look at the excellent spacing and the aerial options that you have. That was amazing. Good job. All right, next challenger approaching. Hey, what's your name? Hey, Jonathan. From Delaware. Jonathan from Delaware. Who are you challenging today? Okay, do it again. Absolutely.
Maybe D1 versus challenger number 5.
All right, who will end D1's winning streak? I don't know.
I thought this guy was just a competent people. I got my head. Yo, someone to breeze on in this game. As for Mark, I don't know. Waiting for a real breakout Mark player to show us what he's capable of. I do love wearing those wolf colors right now, too. He's got the lead, yo. Mark has the lead. 1%. Time him out. Oh, this Mark, he knows what he's doing, man. This young Mark. Yeah, look at Mark.
Mark players, you gotta know how to space your attacks.
Yeah, you always gotta, because at the very tip of your blade, it gives you maximum reward and it keeps you as safe as possible. What could?
The zero is taken down.
Hey, Mark's taking a beating now. He's starting off with a strong.
Oh, he can make that back. He can make that back. Don't let him.
Hey, D1 really doesn't like to chase opponents to the edge. He's like, you come to me, man.
All right, this is it. He can make it.
Oh, the
Nice
jumps.
sweet spot.
Jump tower's not.
That's right. Did a little ledge trump there, guys. All right, next shield we're cooking. Okay, well actually, you know what? We are at time right now. So we're gonna have to take a rain check. We can do some battles afterwards. So really quick before we end off, I want to say thanks to each and every one of you guys who spent your last hour with us. It's been a blast. By all means, check us all out on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube. It's gonna be wonderful. So each and every one of you guys who got one of the prize cards, come on up here. We'll take care of you guys by hooking you up with a